Speaking from my 2 years on the board, a $12.6 million gap represents less than a 5% increase in budget, minus the CIP and debt service. So I don't know about everybody else, but over the last 2 years, my personal budget, I'm sure, has increased 3 to 5% alone. So I don't think that is unreasonable increase to reflect increases in operating expenses. The $12.6 million gap is a third related to fixed expenses, a third meeting mandated special education needs, as well as a nice compensation increase for our valued employees. Since our whole service is based on our employees, we need to compensate them properly. I looked up on the U.S. Bureau of Statistics site today, and the inflation rate last year officially was 1.3%, and the year before was 1.7%. So over the last 2 years, according to the government, we've had a 3% rate of inflation. So needless to say, our budget increase in operating expenses is less than 5%. So I think that's pretty fair to be asking for our operating expenses to be covered in this budget year. I would like to ask anybody who would like to support the investment in education on behalf of the county to make sure that you reach out to your supervisors, preferably tonight or tomorrow during the day before they vote on an advertised tax rate tomorrow night.
And that tax rate, once it's set tomorrow night, is the maximum that can be charged and levied by the Board of Supervisors on April 5th after the public hearing. The challenge is that if it's not set at a level tomorrow night that's adequate to fund our school budget as it has been proposed, it will never happen. And if the supervisors set tomorrow night an advertised budget that will adopt or account for our submitted budget, $12.5 million gap, people will have an opportunity to be heard, and the supervisors are free when they actually come to vote on April 3rd. They can vote whatever they want. They're not hamstringing themselves at all. But what they are saying to us as voters is we're interested in hearing what you say before we make a decision. So I again ask the supervisors to please set the budget, the advertised tax budget, tax rate tomorrow night at an amount adequate to cover the proposed budget that we have submitted to them.
But I have always said that the budget is nothing more than a financial expression of what we value. And we value the children of Spotsylvania County, and we believe that this budget gap of 12 point X number of dollars, millions of dollars, is not spending, but it's an investment. A lot of times we get caught in the trap of thinking that when we spend quote unquote money in education, that is not an investment. But it is an investment, and we expect a rate of return. And we know from the countless numbers of success stories that have occurred through Spotsylvania County schools of children matriculating through our system that they have been more than valuable in terms of the rate of return coming back to this county, not only in terms of dollars and cents, but great pride.